What is up, YouTube? Will09 here. We're here with the start of our Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney shenanigans with chat. Say hello, chat. We're here to have some fun, start some shit, yell objection as much as we can. So kind of a little mini-series. It was voted in that this is what people wanted to see. So we're starting off with Ace Attorney. Let's get right into things. My first case is a fairly simple one. Yeah, it's murder. All right. Case in point, a young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her, Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Power to you, bro. She spilled ketchup, yeah. Our school had a saying, something smells, it's usually the butts. Spoiler, Maya Faye did it, don't know how, but she did. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. Damn. Is it act for getting himself into trouble? Alright. One thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault, he just has terrible luck. I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. Alright. She died due to reading YouTube comments? Fair. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's what I'm just gonna do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Thank you, Phoenix. You're just hats off to you. Actually, this is good. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Sussy bomb. Okay, I'll not fuck it up that bad. Your conduct during the trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder's a serious charge. For your client's sake, hope you can control your nerves. Excuse me, my honor, I'm shitting my pants. I call for a recess. Thank you, Your Honor. The judge is hot. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Should have wore the brown suit. Yeah. Yes, Your Honor. Hand shaking, eyesight fading, knees weak, arms are heavy, vomit on his sweat already, mom spaghetti. Test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in the case. Phoenix Wright, Maya Faye. It's clearly Maya Faye. It's clearly Maya Faye, right? That's the 100%. She's done it. She done did it. Larry Butts, yeah. Defendant, well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. My dipshit best friend. Correct. Thank you. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Ooh, I know this one. I had to read the case report cover to cover so many times. Cindy. It's... wait. Uh-oh. The way I forgot I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! You absolutely sure you can do this? Don't even know the victim's name. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot. Temporarily. Feel like a migraine coming on. Look at the victim's name listed in the court report. Yes, Cindy. Cindy Stone. Okay, here it is. Instant pain. Lacks presence. Generally bad at getting his points across. A model. Lived in an apartment by herself. Damn it, he got her? Fuck out of here, bro. My boss and a very good defense attorney. Based. Okay. Winston Payne, yeah, dude. Alright, Cindy Stone. Cindy Stone's her name. Just press tab to check it out at any time. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I beg you. For you, little mama. Anything. Mr. Wright, who is the victim in this case? It's Maya Faye. Cindy Stone. Wait, what the fuck is a tab button? My fourth wall. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was strangled. No, hit with a blunt object. She She was struck once by a blunt object. Nice. You've answered all my questions. Her HP hit 0. Poison. Poison! Dude, imagine this. You roll up to your first day in court and the judge is like, look, kid, I'm gonna be real. I think you're dog shit. You're gonna have to just like, do you know what your first name is? How did you get here today? Do you have money for the bus? Dead ass. Well then, first, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the Thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. She used ketchup on her spaghetti, that's why she died. Completely valid. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added in the trial. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the tab to check the court evidence frequently. Look, it's a statue. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Thought Mia's hair was pink. I won't spoil anything. I won't spoil anything. Because remember, this is only the first episode. The person you're thinking of will show up. What do we do now? Pay attention. You don't want to miss any information. All right, chat. I'm dumb as shit, and I'm a bit on the spectrum. Help me out. Let's pay attention. You get a chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Well, I'm kind of retarded. Uh-oh. Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Did he just... Larry, brother, did you just wince your fucking eyes, dog? I just... Okay. He's doing his best, I guess. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, what? We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony. Okay, let me explain to you that that's a really, really bad comparison. that's the worst one you could have chosen. Romeo and Juliet, sure, whatever. Cleopatra and Mark Anthony? Well, I wouldn't say that. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumb. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me ever. Alright, bro. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what do you describe is generally what we mean by dumped, yeah. Twitch, yeah. Just twitches his eyes. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. How the fuck do you know that? She just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean one? Lies, all of it, lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Yeah, the other men aren't suspects, right? The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Okay. Circumstantial. Yeah, I'd call bullshit. Gonna be sad I'll be missing this, but I'll watch the VOD. It's gonna get turned into a YouTube video too, Mateen. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Okay. All right. Daddies? Sure. Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. Oh, she started OnlyFans. Oh, God. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Wait, when do we get the objection button? Not right now. It's still the start. During questioning, yeah. Dude, you can clearly see what kind of woman Miss Stone was. And tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. Don't you think... I don't think you want to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I... Stop him from answering. My client has no idea the victim was seeing other men. The questions are relevant in this case. Oh, wait. Oh, so hard. Dude, Nick, what do you mean irrelevant? Shut the fuck up, Butts. That's cheating, Sheeta. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop that. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Let's continue the trial, shall we? I believe the accused motive is clear to everybody. Yes, quite. Oh, fuck. Oh boy, this is so not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. Bro, all right, bro. Maybe I went to the island, maybe I didn't. Who fucking says? I'm not on the list, huh? Uh-oh, he went. Larry got black mold in the brain. What do I do? I'm so tempted to just let him start fucking talking, dude. Honestly, yeah. Well, like those, yeah. Alright, fuck it, just let him talk. I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Yeah, I was there. I went. Order. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, chill. Daddy, chill. She wasn't home, man, so I, like, didn't see her. That's your voice, bro? Or the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies the matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body. Just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. All right. Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. All right. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is that correct? Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. I want to see Larry get charged for murder. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. Witness's account. Oh boy, oh boy. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment, and that's why I saw her lying there. Woman, not moving. Dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. Can we wait a second? What's up? Oh my god. I want to listen to the music? I won't skip it. Trust me, we will get this music again. These tracks are amazing. However, her phone in the apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Our phone's supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used to be one of those. So full of, yeah. Okay. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. From noon to 6 p.m. Okay. Speculation? I'd call bullshit. All right. So the electricity from Mr. Stone's apartment was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. Okay. Now, Mr. Wright, yes, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination? Oh, Your Honor. All right, right. I love this theme. This music right here. Just lock in, fucker. This is the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying. Your client is innocent, right? Then what the witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is it your client really guilty? No, I prove he's not. You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find the contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, when you find the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the tab and then point out the contradictions. Okay. Let's see. So, time of death was, but oh, it's right fucking there. He said the time exactly was 1 p.m., but the time of death is 4 to 5. Dead ass, instantly. Okay. Yeah, it has to do with the fact that that's fucking wrong. So she comes back on the 31st. She gets murked, but according to the testimony of this dip fuck ass, he saw him leave at 1 p.m. It's wrong. Because she didn't die till 4. That's where you get him. Frank saw it. Yeah. Witness's account. All right. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Objection! Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought he must have been in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Okay. I think it was strange. I looked inside the apartment, and that's where I saw her lying there, a woman not moving, dead. Quilled and frightened from myself, unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. Went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly was 1 p.m. Hold it! You sure it's 1 p.m.? Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. He seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Present some evidence. Ah, you mean like this autopsy report? Objection! Meet the man. Are you sure? Yes. 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that, This is trivial. The witness really forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Found a way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? Okay. See, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. No, because there was a blackout at noon. Fucking try again, bro. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Doesn't matter, there's fucking... It had to have been blackout. So you heard a voice at the time of the tape program. You may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. Alright, let's press this fucker. What you got, huh? See, when I found the body, I heard the time. Hold it! You said you heard, not saw? Yes, heard. I saw the body lying there. I didn't think to look exactly at anything else. Least of all my watch. Isn't that a little strange? So you're saying that you heard something. But if you were so shocked by the body, you wouldn't hear anything at all. The witness did say he actually heard the time. It's ludicrous to suggest he didn't hear anything. I have to agree with the prosecution. Fuck you, that's a valid argument. Probably coming from the television. Are you sure? Are you sure it was the television and not a radio? Well, I guess it might have been a radio. Incidentally, there was no radio on the premises. There was only one large television. Right. Can't put a finger on it. There's something about this that seems fishy. Something about hearing the television. The witness has testified he heard the time. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter. My brother in Christ, the blackout report states objection! Otherwise. Hold it right there. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. This record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Dude, your toupee just shot 2 inches off your head. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Selwyn? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Swift? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Swift. Let's hear your testimony one more time, please. Hearing the time, huh? Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah. The murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The fuck is this kangaroo court? He's already perjured himself twice? Dude. Gladly. Actually, I didn't hear it. I saw it. Wait, America, technically this is a Japanese court. Technically this is supposed to be modeled after a Japanese court. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, here's the thing, though. The murder weapon, the killer used it to hit the victim. Uh-huh. The murder weapon? Yeah, the table clock that was used as a weapon. That's what I said. I did doze off in the middle of my... Something's fishy here. Yeah, it wasn't a fucking table clock. Dang, if he's giving set in California? Brother, that's valid, though. Dude, California court's gone off the shit. Yeah, it's a statue of the thinker. This is the murder weapon. You're fucking wrong. Just wait a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sewit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch, you just twist it. It says the time out loud. As if it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. White, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Yes, I do. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock was to hold it in his hands. And yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You were inside the apartment the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that so I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Have a good night, Mateen. Mr. Sweat, the sound you must have left quite an impression on you. Understandably, since the murder weapon spoke as you hit the victim. The voice was burned into your mind, and that's why you're so certain about the time. Well, what's the meaning of this? All this baseless conjecture. Baseless? You just look at the witness's face. He's nodding. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That's that day. I never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I saw it. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her and he should have burned. Give him dead. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. You have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I'd better think carefully about this, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sweat heard was definitely this clock. The fact is clear if you simply... We gotta think about this. Could try sounding the clock. Examine the clock's batteries. Yeah, I'd say. Yeah, send it. Well, that's what I'm tied. It's either check the batteries or check the clock. Batteries? Yeah, I'm thinking batteries. All you have to do is examine the batteries. The batteries are in the right way. The clock seems to be working fine. What exactly do you mean, Mr. Wright? That the clock was working fine. Yes, and? Oh, okay, well. Mr. Wright! I expect more from a lawyer. Yeah, fuck off. Your Honor, as I was saying, the whole case is riding on this. Your Honor. Definitely a clock. This is simply... We gotta check the batteries a second time! No, try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock here in the court. Your Honor. May I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. That's certainly a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all, so we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. As you can see, this clock is actually 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? You can't prove that, so then you don't have a case. He's right. How am I supposed to prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright, seems you lack critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawit. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime. Almost saved him. Sorry, Larry. You're going to jail. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Damn. Not so fast, Mr. Sawit. Chief. Listen up, right? You gotta bet on the Mets, baby. The Mets. Don't throw this one away. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow that day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yeah. That doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow, Anne. Think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure the reason that you'll have your proof. Think, Mr. Wright. You think of a reason as why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Ooh, it's because she fucking bought it. She bought it. Must have evidence that can prove it? Yes. Find it and show them. Well, Mr. Wright, you said the clock was running slow the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course, there's a piece of evidence in this court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ha! Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. See the evidence. Why the clock's running slow. It's because they were in Paris the day before. That's 100% why. 100%. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. And as we know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. It's 4 p.m. here and it's 1 a.m. the next day there. And the clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since she was returning home. And that's why the time you heard was when you struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sewit? Should I say, Mr. Did It? Good. Medic! Medic! Order! Order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. We're just seized in court for real. Mr. Payne, your witness? He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen somebody complete an offense so quickly. Find the true culprit at the same time. Oh, thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts. Based. Congratulations, Larry. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out Frank Sewit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. That day, take. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sewit let himself in to do his dirty work. And that's when he was searching her place, the victim returned. Ah, yeah. Flustered, Sewit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. Spilt the ketchup bottle on the floor. Yep. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Ooh, still can't believe we won. Wait, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. Owed all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry! I'm supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Alright, Larry. Good. Wait, no, what? I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. This case is closed. But Cindy... Cindy Whitney's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was... Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yeah, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks, I really owe you one. Won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't do that. Well, I was the one that got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, was this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. Made one for her, and I made one for me. Damn! Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she just played me for a fool. Doesn't that just make you want to cry? Larry, brother, we gotta get you off of the OnlyFans girls. We gotta take you to Hooters. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she, thought, quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Do you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? I don't know what the fuck she wants me to give him. I guess the statue? Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to give this man, unironically. You gotta think that means something? Yeah, yeah. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some shunter, huh? What about the clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. And she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. Fuck off, Larry. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock you'd take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked for you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Dude, you nearly got yourself the death penalty. Fucking just talking out your ass. Oh, that made him feel a little bit better. Right? Hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things can change depending on how you look at them. People, too, alright? Never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Blech. Right? Listen. Learn. Grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. How about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to the innocent butts. Yeah! Oh, speaking of Harry. You were saying the part of why you became a lawyer was, because of him. Yeah, part at least. You have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? We've got it in! We've got it in! And so, my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." And I'm pretty sure he's not gonna pay us, unless you count the clock he gave me up. Pro bono work. I didn't know it then. That clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Yep, save my progress. Oh, and this is from God 2019. Yeah, we'll override my old data. Override my old as fuck data. Yeah, 2019 is when I first fucking like opened this shit up. All right, but let's get right back here. This should be the start of Chapter 2, I believe. Start of Chapter 2. Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely. It's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. It's been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as ever. There's a lot of buzz about an upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha, so what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like a statue, the thinker. It tells you the time. Well, I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know, I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I didn't take out the clock workout, sorry. Put some papers inside of it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that might turn out that way, yeah. You can come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? Alright. Be at a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. Like burgers. Really go for a good burger. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, I'll see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Damn, it's a loud beat. Conversation recorded. September 5th at 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Law offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine. The papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Ho ho ho. You are not cogniferous of my background. All right. Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Ho ho. My dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask for you one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. God damn, bro. Looking like a JoJo character. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. He said his sister was coming over and we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Examine. Okay. So far, everything looks normal. Yes. Move. Move to the office. Smell. Blood. Sob. This. Someone's there. Chief? Chief? Chief! There you go, K4. Who are you? Alright. The strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Damn. Body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally, she was cold. Chief. We gotta examine things. We gotta examine things. Okay? It's encrusted with dried blood. Ironic, this became the murder weapon. Again. Yep. Examine her body. Chief. It's hard to see her like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck in the head with a blunt object, probably died instantly. The thinker. Lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Figure added to the court record. Some glass shards over the chief's body. Plus some pieces of the glass nightstand broken in the back of the room. Nothing else seems to be like a clue here. Piece of paper. Must have fallen from Mia's hands. What could it be? Word written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maya. Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from the department store dated yesterday. Maya, how could you, dude? I can't believe it. Maya killed her sister? That's fucking criminal. That's fucking criminal, dog. How could you do this? Better call the police and find out what that girl was doing there. Nah, fuck that. Keep snooping. What else we got? What else we got? Come here. Phone? Right. Better call the police. That's funny. Dude, the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like somebody was talking and was halfway through taking it apart. Please, come quick. What was that? Somebody screaming from outside the window. She's screaming right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Okay. Better not use it. Alright, what else we got? We got some other shit here. Alright, let's check this. Banco ledger book. Everything is written in the chief's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Let's see. Perfectly normal office desk. The chief has very particular policy about office decor. Spends big on stuff clients use. Keep your own stuff simple. If you trade a pet, do you keep the one you trade to? Yeah, you keep your pet. It's just you're basically giving a copy and then it becomes untradeable. Alright, that's that. What else do we got out here that we can look at? I mean, the chief's body again. The nightstand, or the stand for sure. Now, what should we know about that? Plant looks fine. Alright, let's take a look at the chair. Just a simple chair, okay. Why are the blinds like that? Large building right across from the office. The Gateway Hotel, a large luxurious place. Okay. Let's examine the chief's body again. So we take the blood when one hand. Trying to do it, probably died instantly. Yeah, we already know that. Anything else that we're missing here? I think so. And maybe this bookcase? What do we got? All the chief's important documents are packed here. It's where she filed her case records and recent rulings. Alright, let's move to the offices. That girl just now, where'd she go? Put her right here on the sofa. Uh-oh. Hope she didn't run on me. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here. Maya. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya? So Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe we should show her the receipt. Never thought there'd be a use for the evidence like this outside the courtroom. Back to the desk, you missed something? Fuck, alright. Before Mia died, she wrote the message with her own blood. She wrote this on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why? Why'd she write out my name? Please, just calm down. Why does this write my name? Uh-oh. Now I've done it. The bottle lit up? Oh, shit. Police! Freeze! Police! Alright, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe, what an odd name. Received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? Great, just great. Maya, nah. Wait, she wouldn't have, nah. Whoa, excuse me! This word Maya here mean anything to you? That's my name. What? Peter drew this weird note in her own blood, see? Their dying breath, she wrote down her killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. What? Fantastic. Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. Wow, that was easy. Yeah, case closed. Was taken in for questioning and didn't get out till the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. I sat around waiting for the visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center. Visitor's room. Wow, poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Whoa. It's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. You gonna be my attorney? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. Of course I will. First things first. I better get her cheered up. Yeah, of course I will. Cheer up. Really? Whoa! Did I say the wrong thing? She's even sadder now. What's wrong? Don't think I can do it? No. No one could. Who would believe me? Even you, when you found me in the office. Believed me like I had done it. Did I look just like that? No. I never thought... It's okay. I understand. And I've always heard about you. Heard? Heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. It was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on the edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned. He's a genius. One of those strike through to the hearts of evil types. Yeah, I'm sure. The one thing he's lacking is experience. Huh. Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Alright, bro. Alright, bro. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. That's true, I guess. But at the same time, I can't sit by and watch. But I think the person who did this to Maya... I know. Let's see. I can examine the man in the back of the room. Alright, what you got? This is my finish. Real pro, huh? Camera system? Cells. I don't think there's anything else in here as far as I can tell. Yeah, that's it. Maybe the lights? Nope. Alright. I could just leave her. Just not talk to her and leave her. This was lying next to the chief's body. Saw that too. They said they thought they were pieces of a broken light stand. Yeah, seems about right. Though I'd never heard of the glass light stand before this. And then obviously this note. Remember that receipt? You mean the one that has my name on it? Any idea why she... Absolutely none. Do you trust me? I trust you. I don't trust you. But... Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I don't. Alright, I'm out for the night. Have a good night, Squatchy. It's just a hunch, but... The detective thinks I did it. Now, the detective's a fucking sped, so... Yeah, and this isn't gonna offer much to us. But... I'm gonna ask you about the murder weapon. Poor sis. Better not ask her about this now. Alright, we'll talk to her. Talk to Maya. Someone's been wanting to ask you, yes? Look at that outfit. Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes? Like, people on religious training? What does he do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium in training. A spirit medium. I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Alright, we'll talk about the day of the crime. Just tell me more about the day of the murder. Yes! Let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yeah. A clock shaped like the Thinker. Oh, the one Larry made. How could that have been evidence in a case? Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Hear it in her own voice? Yeah. I'm pretty sure a conversation is on my cell phone. You recorded it? Yeah. Forgot to delete those things. Where's your cell phone at then, huh? So you have your conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it. Right. Oh. I just remembered that the detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, that's right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. Write your notes so you don't forget, okay? Sure, thanks. We'll go ahead and try it again. Sorry. I know, it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. I've kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I called from my sister. She wanted me to hold on evidence. It's the clock. Practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. Then, when did you arrive at the office? It was right about 9. Lights were off and I could smell blood. That was when I found her. My sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear from now. Alright, and about the spirit mediums, I guess. So you're an acolyte, a medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. Wait, what? So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that? Yeah, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? You just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry. I'm still in training? I couldn't do something like that on that level. Oh, great. Thought it would be too easy. What? Something the matter? I was wondering, can I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. Said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And well, I'm in trouble. You can ask him to represent me? Sure. Why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. No one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? Oh, I see. Don't worry, leave it to me. Thank you. Tomorrow, the trial's tomorrow at 10. What? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. This guy refuses. Told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. Well, when will that happen? They're giving me until 4 this afternoon. If visiting hours are almost up, I better hurry. Alright, I'll be back. Fuck. Alright, well, thanks. Yeah. By the way, you're going to trial fucking tomorrow. You better get a fucking lawyer. Good luck. Fuck you. September 6th, Grossberg Law Offices. According to the receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this. Has to just have to come back later. I mean, shit. Painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. Well, is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. Sure, the price is nothing to sneeze at either. Yeah, I'd say so. Table for clients. Like an ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Go back to the office and see if we can get more evidence. I can still go back. Yeah, I can still absolutely go back. I'm just more curious on what else is here. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves and filled with expensive-looking books. Funny, I don't think they've ever been read. Oh, that is such a common fucking, like, trope. Always people buy all these expensive as fuck books and just don't bother reading them. It's like, alright, what's the fucking point of literature if you don't fucking read? Solid mahogany desk. Wood's been polished to a deep luster. I think that's really it, right? Oh, there's a fucking plant. Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. Looks like something I'd buy at fucking Home Depot, man. Alright, back to our offices. See what we can find. That is nearly no taste. Yeah, 100%. Offices filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! It's a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. Don't I know you from somewhere? Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No! Phoenix Wright. You mistake me for Larry. Got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer. And you're no killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. You were Detective Gumshoe. Gumshoe, wasn't it? Dick Gumshoe? Right. At your service. Hang on. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Alright, whatever, bro. Anyway, get the name right. You have to go call me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? Got business here. You better do it quick. Ooh, he thinks I'm my lawyer. Hey, I need some shit. I was wondering, give my Faye's cell phone. Oh, that? Yeah, I have that. You can give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. Tell him straight. I tell him why I want it. There's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing about. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like her boyfriend's. Someone holds a little girl's sweetest and spiciest secrets. Trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. I already checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. You're quite the detective. Oh, here. You have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. See if you didn't notice the recorded conversation. Alright, dude. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Maya, what's up? You haven't called back in a while. So hold on to... Yeah. Thinker. Okay, so it has all the recorded stuff. Okay. That's good. I don't care about that. So, yeah, can I examine this shit in my office, please, finally? Best favorite potted plant. Cordyline strict the pal. Who was that? They're basically just telling us you can't touch shit. Check the phone. His desk perfectly clean as always. The only thing that's missing is Mia. Well, did he clean the fucking desk or did they clean the desk? Like, what the fuck? An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'm gonna check it out one of these days. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Wrong room. Oh, true. I guess I gotta talk to... Hold on, do I have anything to give him? Not really. I mean... Let's chat with him about Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, huh? Now, don't look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Okay, so she died at 9. It's good to know. Talk about Maya. About Maya, yeah? Looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal. This one trial, you aren't gonna win. What? Why do you say that? So you put Prosecutor Edgewood on the prosecution. Edgewood. I'm sure you know that what it means, you being a lawyer and all. Guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You all done, pal? Yeah, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait! One more thing, I wanted to mention this to you. Don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. Yeah, technically, isn't that witness tampering? Wouldn't that be, legally speaking? Witness? Yeah, Miss April May. Sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? Well, so you've sent her home already then? You're trying your lawyer tricks on me now. She's not about to go outside her room until the trial. So she's still in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know better than try to get the detective to leak information. You got that right, pal. It's time to pay a visit to Miss May. We could price him for Edgeworth, why not? Oscar Edgeworth, that's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait. You do know him, do you? Of course I do. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets the guilty verdicts. Oh, I don't talk about him that way. Make it sound barely human. Still, I'm afraid this is pretty much the size of the case, so Edgeworth is on this one. He hasn't lost a case since he became prosecutor at the incredible young age of 20. And of course, there are rumors of the back alley deals and the forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with almost abnormal passion. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Alright, well... Yeah, because that's his office. We can go back to the detention center, we can go to the hotel. Do we tell him... I think we go back to the detention center and talk to fucking Maya. Hey! What is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry. I haven't seen him yet. Got the phone and apparently have a 6-hour drive tomorrow for a baby shower a friend of mine's having. God help you, Myth. Let's see. Better go see if I can find out this elite lawyer she's talking about. Well, I can present the phone. There we go. Present. Yeah, got your cell phone back? Oh, say. Can you listen to my sister's voice? Maya's eyes closed, she listened to every word with such intensity. Before long, tears began to roll down her cheeks. Thank you. Alright. Ask about the motor whip. Yeah, okay, so I can't talk to her, but I want to examine it because per this... It's not working, that's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, I put some papers inside of it. Yeah, okay, so... There's papers inside the clockwork. It's a boy? Well, congrats to your friend. Your family. So, what about your family? I only have my sister. Try asking about the autopsy? Fucking why, though? Why would she care? I don't know where my mother is, don't know. So she could still be alive. I'm not gonna push on the mother side of things. All right, we'll go back to, we'll go to the hotel and talk to this chick. Well, hello there, handsome. Hi, Smooth Right, real smooth. You're a lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing to that lawyer, pal. Memo to self, thank Detective Gunshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. The fuck is... Alright, hold on, bro. There's a screwdriver stuck in the drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let me take a look. Hey, what are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. Whoa. Shouldn't pry around other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. What could be inside that drawer? What can I examine here? The flowers, I guess? Flowers are fake as expected. Yep. Some tacky art. Still one of those hanging on the wall. Ooh, hold on. There's two glasses. It's summer sunlight streams through the window. There's a Faye and Company buildings, of course. You can see inside the room pretty clearly from here. It'll be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Oh, true. A bottle and two glasses are on the table. Somebody must be staying with her. Is there anything else I need to... The bed, I guess? Simple bed. Recently made. Nothing eye-catching there. I will refund that to you, because I'm not changing that. I will refund that to you. Because we're not using it right now, so it doesn't really count. No. Yeah, you know what? Better yet, sell me on your reason why. Sell me on your reason why I should swap it on right now, and I will. I don't think there's anything else in here. I mean, the screwdriver, yes, but let's talk to her. You gotta sell me on it if you really want me to do it. Because it looks good on you. Brother, again, you're not selling me on what it is and why I should. That's low. I like a man with a big vocabulary. Jesus. Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it, pretty please? Change it for 5 minutes if something interesting happens, then that can become a short. Oh, Jesus. Okay, but again, you haven't told me what the fuck, what you're choosing it to be. You've just asked to choose the model. You haven't told me what model you want. Alright, Miss May it is. Who exactly are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. That one. What? What are you talking about? Alright. Okay, yeah, you need to say that. Like, that has nothing to do with this, dog. That literally had nothing to do with any of it. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Alright. I gotta load it up then. Bear with us here, YouTube, because chat's being picky. Where the fuck is it? Alright. Well, that's what you get. That's all I can offer you there. That's what you're getting. First time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? Ah, fuck's sake. It was annoying as fuck, I agree. She is the murderer? Well, I mean, we've seen who the murderer is. She isn't the murderer. I see there are two glasses on the table. Is there somebody staying with you here? Oh, what amazing powers of observation. Must be one of those famous detectives, like on television. Oh, no, not me. Just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why did you go look for clues in the garbage? My agent doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh boy. Okay. I mean, I can show her glass. See what she would insist in at the glass. Excuse me, but I'm a witness, police witness, you understand? You could possibly give you any information in good conscience, hmm? Me? The witness. I'm just like in the movies. Okay, so she's gonna be a fucking total bitch. Oh boy. Alright, come on. What's inside a ponder? Cough, cough. Maybe later. Yeah, I basically need to wait for her to fuck off so I can actually, like, get into things. Alright, well, I guess I gotta go back to the Grossberg lawyer's offices and see what I got. Well, if it wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Aha! So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yeah, that's me. Looks even grandier than I imagined. Hmm? That badge on your collar. Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. What do you want? Not particularly busy these days. Please, proceed. Not busy? Then how come no one can get in touch with you? Hmm? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg. Did you not? Not particularly. Well, here I am, boy. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. What a strange reaction. Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. You know the trial was tomorrow. Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry. End of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before we got the chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? Why are you such an uppity, fat, fucking dick? How about that? I've already examined, like, in the entirety of your office. There's nothing interesting here. You're just tacky as shit. You just refuse like that. Please tell me, why won't you take the case? Well, you see, it's just, I'm busy, you see? But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm so sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. Go look somewhere else. Think not. Do you say something? I think not, I said. What? What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take this particular case. I'm terribly sorry, my boy. Why? Well, I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've got nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Oh, motherfucker, I'm gonna sit here and piss you off. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here. A long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. Left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. Mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. That painting. That's quite a painting. Ah, you notice. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? Oh, it's tacky fuck. The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. Honestly, it looked like a cowboy hat. I didn't think it was a straw hat, I'll be brutally honest. It's worth at least $3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. Why want to sell it? Not even to you. I was interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. God, this guy is a fucking massive asshole. Do I care about anything else out of this? Not particularly, no. Alright, well, I guess I gotta go back to the detention center and tell Mia she's fucked. September 6th, 3:42 p.m., detention center, visitor's room. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find a lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, you see, just be honest. I really don't think we should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Yeah, sorry. I can talk about your fucking mom! There's nothing new to examine other than her being depressed as shit. Alright, well, isn't it a good time to bring up the murder weapon that your sister was bludgeoned to death with? Okay, it's apparently not a good time. Alright, well, I'm gonna talk about your mother now. My family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes. Gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. Feel bad for her. All by herself on that mountain. Your mother's enemy. So, who was this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It was quite a stir. Everybody was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads. They were getting desperate. Wait. They didn't use a spiritual medium, did they? Police were convinced my mother could try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought. The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Police consultant with a medium. The police's consultation with a medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. Told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the medium jumped on it, and the media jumped on it big time. Oh shit. My mother, became a laughingstock of the nation. You see. White. Excuse me? White. That was his name, my sister told me. White. It's a little longer now, before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Should I just leave her here and go home? Nah, defend her. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well, someone else is the culprit. You are the culprit. Somebody else is. How do you know? I have the power of the fourth wall, and I saw the intro. I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. There's something about this whole thing that smells fishy.
Son, I promise you this. I will give you the best criminal defense money can buy.
Absolutely valid. The fourth wall, though. Witness's strange behavior. Was that all an act? I knew girls that would act like that in VR chat. It was kind of insane. The way the lawyer refused to help Maya out. But no more than all that. She has no one left to help her. No. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know. I've been there. A long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Get the fuck back in your cell. It's 4 o'clock. Why are you still in visitation? Alright, let's fight this out. We'll get you out of here. Right, thank you. She smiled at last. It looks like she is an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? That's a deal. So, what next? Something that's been bugging me. So what is inside that strange woman's drawer? Because when I tried to look in the drawer, she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Listen, I gotta go to a hotel room with a pick-me e-girl. We gotta go. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are? I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of the establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come to deliver a room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you have no need of anything, I'll take my leave. Please stay as long as you'd like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait. No, hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, there's my chance to snoop around. Ah, almost forgot. Ah, came back quick. Might I ask to inform Miss May that there is a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp has phoned. All right, sure. Mr. White, Blue Corp? Never heard that name. White. That was his name? My sister told me. White was the name of the man who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Be a coincidence? I think not. I'm sticking my hands in this fucking drawer. Give me your shit. Do we have here? Wiretap? Oh, a woman like that. I have a thing like this. I'm more interested in the fact he knows that's a fucking wiretap, low-key, because it, like, tech like that's really hard to kind of differentiate. There's definitely something suspicious about this, Miss Bay. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this. I know it. All right. I'll be using a bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial. That's for sure. For Mia's sake. I need to get to this woman's... I'll get to the bottom. I'll get to this woman's bottom. I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy. Still here? Uh-oh. Time to scram. Look forward to tangling with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court! To be continued. Dun, 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 dun. On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Yep, we'll go ahead and save. Alright, once this trial is over, that'll be a good stopping point for this episode. It'll be a quite chunky and long one, but it'll be a good stopping point. September 7th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 1. Alright, I gotta actually go back to myself. Thank you. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh, it's Edgeworth! It's your boy! It's fucking Edgeworth! Shit the bag supreme! The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. You better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me instantly. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court an opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. What is this? The prosecution has evidence that she committed this murder. We have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution has no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I say. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. You may call our first witness, Your Honor. The prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, and please describe to us the details for this murder. Very well. Let me use a floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window. Why does it look like a dick? The cause of death? Loss of blood due to be struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon. Even in the girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the evidence. Accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans have been added to the court. Yep, okay. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had her evidence. She did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Oh boy. Let's get it. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, Phoenix was also at the scene. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say. Hold the fucking phone. Hold the fucking phone. Where's that death report at? 9 p.m. Okay. And didn't Maya not... I gotta check this shit now. 9 p.m. 7 a.m. What's up? You haven't called in a while. No, it's at 9 a.m. I swear... Yeah, I think this is definitely different shit, so... Very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination what? I don't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh, smack. I just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in the witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness also slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Should have expected Maya would do this. Oh, God. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? Nope. No, Your Honor. Let's begin cross-examination. Alright. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed the scene. What time did the phone call come in, then? You say you got a call from? Hey, pal. Don't play dumb. You know who. Calls from a customer from the Gateway Hotel, right across the street. Or right across from the crime scene. Okay. I pressed. Not sure if I did too much, though. Right? Please continue. Yeah, I don't care about the fact that they're there. Immediately arrested Mrs. Faye. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw at the very moment of the murder. This is the thing. I don't think this is accurate 100%. This is bullshit. So I'm pressing this. Hold it for just 1 second. Yeah? I heard correctly. You said you arrested her because you had hard evidence that she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. We heard you did say it. You did. Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? This man is suspicious. She said, and she sure isn't Pink, pal? She's pretty fucking Pink. Well, I guess she is Pink. Yeah, I was about to say. That's enough. Detective Gumshoe? Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes! Oh, God. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There's something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. God. Okay. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab check showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Therefore, before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Okay. How do you like... What? Alright, bro. Hold the fucking phone. Didn't she die instantly, according to the police report? Yeah, death was instantaneous. So she got bashed over the head, was dead, dipped her finger in her fucking skull socket, and then did it? Yeah, okay, bro. Okay, bro. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify to this vital piece of information the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination. Alright, fucker, come here. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. And the next words written clearly in blood. The lab results showed that the blood was the victim's. And that the blood found on the victim's finger. Are you sure about that? On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand. She was right-handed. Haha, nice try. Before she... No. That's where I'm gonna press him on this shit. Hold on. No. Fucking, autopsy says no. Detective Gumshoe? There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You said that the victim, Mia Faye, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Faye? That's really what you're saying. What? This is one of those lore tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, Detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. The report from the department, Detective. Immediate death due to the blow from the blunt object. She died immediately! What? No butting your way out of this one, detective. Order. Detective, the defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon. When exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? The day after the murder. Yeah, the day after the murder. Because it happened at night. Prosecution's point being, the autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What the fuck you mean it's outdated? What? The second autopsy report... Brother, I got it yesterday. I literally got it fucking yesterday. What do you mean? What do you mean there's the second fucking one? Jag off? That was almost immediately. Yeah, okay. But there was a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. No, I call bullshit. I see results this morning. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write the word Maya. That is all. Fuck off, Edgeworth. Damn you, Edgeworth. Should have known he had something up his sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. The detective's a sham. You're a sham. Fuck you, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard there's nothing you want to do to get your verdicts. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks. How about you suck my dick? No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence is in this report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts this evidence. Okay. So if I check this, died from a blow blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Should have submitted it before the case? Dude, for real. Like, this is just fucking ass backwards bullshit. I've seen enough Maury to know how this goes. Or fucking Judge Judy or whatever. I suppose this is an obvious conclusion, yes. Darn. It's getting good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor innocent girl saw the murderer with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss April, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Witness, your name, please. April May, at your service. Order. An introduction does not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Aw, yes, sure. This is not good. He's already captured the heart of every man in the courtroom. Tell us, where were you the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Oh, gee, I guess I was like in my hotel room, T. I checked in right after lunch. This hotel is directly across from FACO law offices. That's right, big boy. Please testify to the court what you saw. Okay, let's get her on this shit right here. It was like 9 p.m. at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, oh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. One attacking her was that mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little... It's... Well, Your Honor, let's see. It is remarkable. Solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand that you were Miss Faye's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Your cowardly way of finding tiny faults and perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yeah, I'm fucking cross-examining the witness. Only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has some weakness. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Here's the thing. I'm trying to find the fucking gap here in this Chickadee Boo's shit. I need to check this here. This is at 9 a.m. and nothing here is like lines up there. Broken glass, the murder weapon, wiretap found in her hotel. I probably shouldn't bring this up, to be brutally honest. But at the same time, It's 9 a.m. at night, I looked out the window, you know, and then I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Wait a fucking minute. Hold the fucking phone. You couldn't see her from the chair. Yeah, you couldn't have seen her from the chair from that angle. I know she was the defendant. That's not what she's saying. What do you mean? What do you fucking mean? Am I being retarded? She had a girlish receipt, you know? Let me know these things. Look, I just know, okay? Was there only one person that seen the crime with a short, girlish figure? Testimony is bulletproof, Your Honor. She was saying Maya is sitting in the defendant's chair. Oh, fuck. Okay, listen. Yep, he's right. I questioned the testimony. I 100% question this fucking testimony. I think this chick is full of shit. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Due of the phone call. You telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Mr. Wright! What's the meaning of this? Yeah, what's the meaning? Somebody tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, then you have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Dude, I didn't even think about that, unironically. No one wears clothes like that on a daily basis except her. I'm not a stream real luck, dude. I'm no expert in fashion, but her hair looks far from normal to me. However, the witness testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus. But still, we don't know if she was dressed the way of the night of that murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? What are you trying to say, you mean liar? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all that trifling little details were necessary. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'm not saying that. Fucking have at it, chat. Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, almost had her. I did see everything, I did. The victim hit the woman, dodged the first attack, and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her. And she hit her with that weapon. I saw it, I did. That clock. That statue-y clock. The thinker, I think? Well, does the accuracy of my report not startle you? What? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. Okay, hold on. Like, how did she know if it was a clock? That's a valid take, but it was probably in the newspapers too. Ooh, wait, hold on. The clock doesn't work. The clock doesn't fucking work. Per the conversation, it doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work because the internals were gutted. I can't make guesses because I know. Well, look, I will rely on you, Ark, if I get hints. I need hints, okay? That weapon I saw and I did. That clock, that statue thingy, the think right thing? Alright. Let's press her on this shit. A clock? Did this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No. I have a feeling I'm onto something now. That clock. Statue thingy, the thinker? Hold on. If I present this as the conversation, this clock no longer works.
Objection!
Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way you could know that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position recently called this a clock too. He was found guilty of murder. Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Objection!
The witness saw the murder with their own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Wrong! You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. No, fuck you. But the questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Oh, that was close. You stopped me there. The trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How do you know it was a clock? What? It's, because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it at the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Fanco? No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from a hotel room. Teehee? Oh, sure. Offices of Fanco, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. From a different building, dude. I, too, listen to clocks from different buildings. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Nope, fuck you. Wrong. No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because she couldn't have hit. It couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look right now. Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? Says if the defense says this clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the courtroom the meaning of this? As you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, you must ask, when was the clockwork removed? It was right after the witness heard the clock. There was no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. What exactly happened, Your Honor? No, it's not true. We got you at fucking 9 a.m., dumbass. Can you prove when the clockwork was removed? I can. I have proof. What? Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves that the clockwork was removed is the phone call.
Take that!
Take a look at this. It's a very cute cell phone. Oh, you have a girly phone. Wait. This is my phone. Listen, This is the defendant's cell phone. It contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim at the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought up to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it. Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. Gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Want me to hold the thinker for you then? If you could. Should probably tell you that the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Your Honor, this makes it clear that the clockwork was already gone by the time of this recording. Which was well before the witness even arrived to our hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain to the court just how did you know the weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store is it again? I go by it so many. Oopsie, I forgot. Witness has seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections to Mr. Wright? Yes, I have a fucking objection. It was made by Larry. There's only 2. He's seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence was already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen this clock before. The clock itself. Take that! It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. What? A friend of mine made this clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And this one isn't here. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh? Excuses are not on sale today? Oh. God damn! What's to you, porcupine head? Stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die! Whoa! Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh? Did I, lose it? Yes, I did. I'm stroking out. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion for this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it. Had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There was no other way that she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that this witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap, bitch! Take that! Have a look at this. Oh, that's... I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Maya Faye's phone, were you not? Oh. Objection! Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. Yeah, sit the fuck down. Shows me that our witnesses were in possession of a wiretap. It's outrageous. Does the defense truly claim the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even though it was the case, which is not. You still have to prove one thing. How did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? I literally have the fucking cell phone record that you said right fucking here. Huh? Right fucking there, bro. It said right fucking there on the second page, and you're telling me I'm full of shit? Motherfucker, you gotta get some fucking you got shit for brains. Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah, I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon is a clock is on the fucking phone.
Take that.
Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more on the conversation between the defendant and the victim. Yeah, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to for me. Again, what's it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like the statue, the thinker. It tells you the time. Miss April May, you used the wiretap to listen to this conversation, and that's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Objection!
Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lord. It's so fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Ugh. I'm not saying that. Oh, damn, that's crazy. Now deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Yep. Why'd you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Fucking yeah. This is a murder trial? This is tippy-tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edwards wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. This court does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove that this was nothing to do with the murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I can see a pull off that. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who thought that. And, of course, I can and I will. You can't be serious. There's no way. Way, I say, way. Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy. Room service. Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know? Like normal coffee, but cold? I don't drink it quickly, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee. You think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. It was fuck. You weren't drinking that shit. You were drinking liquor, dude. There was literally a bottle with 2 glasses in your fucking room. My great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime and has no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Fucking wrong. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, they're going to just let her walk away. There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on. Think of something. Do I call the bellboy as a witness? Or do I examine May? I think I call the bellboy as a witness. I 100% think I have to call the bellboy as a witness here. Because we saw in her room she had wine with 2 glasses. No, they're in cahoots? What are the records? Yeah, let's review the records. Okay, so autopsy report, we've done the cell phone, the glass, clock, the wiretap. Come on, Ark, give me a hint here. Am I up the right track or am I on the wrong train? I'm stumping on this one. Bellboy, age 26. Bellboy at the Gatewater Hotel. 23. You think they're in cahoots? Call him? I see. I don't think they're in cahoots because he let me into the room. Like, I put it this way, K4. He let me into the room and let me get the wiretap. He didn't like tell her anything. So I don't think they're in cahoots because he would protect the wiretap if he was. So I definitely think we need to call the bellboy. Bring that bitch up. That's what I'd like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. Something suspicious here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I think you've sunk in quite low enough already.
Objection!
Shut up. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killer. However, if you agree on one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, will you recognize that Miss April May is not the killer, thus she is innocent? Therefore, you must also accept the verdict of guilty. What the fuck is this leap of logic of bullshit? If the price of rice in fucking China is $3, then you must therefore accept the price of rice in Brazil is $6. What kind of fucking leap of bullshit is that? Dude, it's such a fucking... You know what? Fine. I'm gonna accept the condition because I know the bellboy is gonna fucking lead us up. I call bullshit on this. I call bullshit. This is a valid fucking argument here. Understood? I accept your condition. Oh. You fell right into my trap. No. Wait. Very well. Court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. You've activated my trap card, Yugi! We're ready for the witness to testify. Well, it certainly looks like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. This set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Okay. I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening for our guest, Miss May. Okay. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her room at 9 on the dot. Okay. I brought it to her... What the fuck is this image? I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course. I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. What the fuck? I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right. I'm ready. Okay, hold on. Hold on. She said she saw the murder happen at 9. She said she saw the murder happen at 9, but she also got her iced coffee at 9? How the fuck did you pull that off? Might all be finished. Absolutely. Okay. How the fuck do I pull this off? What a weird coincidence, right? Do I have anything? Well, nothing that like directly tells me the time, which kind of sucks. She called 8 a.m. after guest Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her room 9 p.m. 9 on the dot. I brought it to her precisely at the requested time, of course.
Hold it!
Precisely 9, then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy? Tee-hee? I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on the door. I knocked on the door at the crack of 9, sir. Why would she be so particular about that time? And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. Okay. Are you sure it was Miss April herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How can be so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, favored me with the, Is that a French term for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. And not a French kiss, sir, more of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. It's pretty fishy to me. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? No, there's 100% fucking there because it's at 9 and she argues that she could fucking see it. I call bullshit. Now, do you have any decency? You will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. Fucking wrong. I can't let this happen, can I? Protest. Nope, don't give him up. Wait, please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Didn't happen at 9, it was earlier? Was it? I thought she died exactly at 9 o'clock. Honor must object. Charade of justice has gone on long enough. No, Mr. Edgeworth. You arrived at like 8:57. Okay, so interesting. No, it's like false evidence. Interesting. I'll give you one more question. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I have to ask him about? Why was the bed at play? Why was the bed at play? Why is the bed important? Fuck! Dude, I hate these fucking games. Why was the bed important? Why was the bed important? Because we did look at the bed. We did look at the bed, dude. Is there anything on the record? What can I look at here? What do I have? Okay, the phone call is useless. That's useless. Clock is useless. May, useless. That's useless. I don't... Because we pointed out the bed. There's room service. How the fuck do I bounce this back? The glass? What does the glass have to do with anything? Oh, wait, are you talking about the fact the wine? The wine? Because remember, there was the wine glass and there was the wine bottle in 2 glasses in her fucking room. I think we need to press on room service. 100% press that bitch ass on room service. Tell me again about room service. Again, sir? Exactly 9, I delivered the room service to Miss May's room in 303. The guest requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. You see. $18? This would be a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know? We don't skip on the ice, sir. For 2? So there's another fucker in the room! What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. We don't skip on ice, excuse me. Yeah. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room?
Objection!
I object. That was objectional. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Dude, they didn't ask about the island, bro. They didn't ask about the island. What do you mean? That's the sort of thing that normally was supposed to be mentioned. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was our good barrister there, Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ooh, get fucked, idiot! You fool! Mistrial, get this bitch out of here. Get this bitch out of here. What? Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them to the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, you have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it is impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Miss Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. Miss April May. The bellboy. No, it's not the bellboy. It's the man with Miss May. Yeah. The man who checked in with Miss May. Yeah, the bellboy, dude. Your Honor, this has been previously revealed. Miss April May, who was tapping the victim's phone, and yet Miss May herself had an alibi at the time of the murder. However, it does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. It's too late. Too late? Suppose you'd like it if it were too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Upstarts. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. You're on. That will be all for today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. September 7th, 2:42 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know? Then again, your attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, it's the shivers up my spine. Alright. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... no, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. Well, I got a good lead in today's trial. A lead? That man was with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that? Anyway, heard they arrested her. I guess she's gonna learn what charms don't work on everything. She's probably at the detention center now. I might have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. Gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. As for the full record of April May's testimony, I thought it might have come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that she hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack and then ran to the right, but then she was caught and struck. So that's worth noting. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Might have to belong in a detention center. It's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Alright. Well, folks, I think that's a good stopping off point for this first kind of like episode series shenanigans. What do y'all think, chat? I mean, chat suggested this game. I personally love Ace Attorney's music. I haven't played the games in a long time, as you saw with the the post there on the original save file. So I'm hopeful that y'all will enjoy this upcoming little series here. We're going to play through all of the Ace Attorney trilogy, so I hope you'll enjoy that. And of course, if you'd like to catch this live, we will be live playing this game in particular on Fridays between 5 p.m. or 5 or 6 p.m. till about 11 p.m. PST. If you want to catch us live for other content you see on the channel, we're over on Twitch between Tuesdays and Fridays. We'd love to have you down there. Until next time, folks, we'll see you in the next video. And thank you again for watching this first episode of our Ace Attorney series. Thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Hey, so you made it to the end of the video. This is where we give a little shout out to those amazing YouTube memberships and awesome Twitch subs that help keep the channel going. Especially a shout out to KH3 Confirmed, Boat60, and Zeno89.